A very good morning, Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. It seems the government of Emmerson Mnangagwa is trying by all means possible to silence media houses and to bar media houses from covering critical issues. Let us take a look.
In a media briefing, Dr. Muswere said it is vital for the media to operate within its confines as allowed by the Constitution of Zimbabwe.
For the media sector, and in particular Section 61 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe, which focuses primarily on the freedom of expression and the freedom of the media. The government of Zimbabwe, under the leadership of President Cde Mnangagwa, has put in place a number of policy and legislative interventions in order to support the robustness, the diversity, and media plurality of the industry. In terms of the Constitution of Zimbabwe, the freedom of expression is guaranteed, but the freedom to violate other people's rights is not part of a constitutional process. Of late, we've identified a number of media institutions that have been providing a platform for treason, a platform for defamatory, insightful, and inflammatory statements that seek to undermine the democratic constitutionalism of our country.
He noted that after romping to victory in the August 2023 plebiscite, President Emmerson Mnangagwa has implemented.
So this is what he said. And he says that we have taken note of a number of media houses. So if you read Section 61 of the Constitution, it guarantees the freedom of expression, including the freedom to seek, receive, and communicate ideas and other information, academic freedom, freedom of artistic expression, and scientific research and creativity. So this is what this section speaks about. And how can then the ministry tell us, Kuti, this one is doing something which is treasonous, or because the role of the media is to tell people what is happening. That is the role of the media. The role of the media is to simply tell people what is happening, which means even if somebody is saying what you call is saying something which is treasonous, the media has to cover it. It doesn't matter whatever which the person is saying. The role of the media is to tell people what is happening. But as usual, we know that this is how they operate. They are scared. They are running scared of Cyclone Geza, and they have issued these threats and warnings to the people within the media sector. Which means going forward, as this battle continues, we are likely going to see a lot of journalists being invited, especially journalists who are based in Zimbabwe. They are in deep trouble. Those are going to be the first ones to be targeted. Which means right now, whatever which they are doing, they are trying by all means possible to gather as much information as possible to say who is who. Who is this one? Who is this one? Who is this one? Put them together, and then they threaten them or they arrest them. We are going to see it happening. If you look at what James Van Muswere is saying, this is where we are going. So when they are running that 2030 nonsense, it's freedom to them. And when somebody run in anti-2030, it's now treasonous. It's no longer freedom. You are no longer required to cover them. Recently, Wikinel Chivayo bought my phone and everything to that Mkungunugwa guy, so that anorakasha zakanyatso simba. And that minister of Midlands Muda also bought around 50-something phones for Varakashi to Rakasha. And then the media is told, keep quiet. Go to South Africa, there is SABC. SABC will cover everyone. They will cover the EFF, they will cover the ANC, they will cover the DA, they will cover everybody. SABC. They will even move to other countries, foreign countries, they will cover everyone and everything. Right here in Zimbabwe, ZBC only covers ZANU-PF events. ZBC does not cover other events except ZANU-PF. Yet the people of the Republic of Zimbabwe are paying licenses. Kumotikari vari kubhadhara ZBC license. Television vanhu vari kubhadhara licenses. Taxes vanhu vari kubhadhara. Yet the people are not getting anything of substance from these casting corporations. So every private media house then is now targeted. Look at what happened when Comrade Geza appeared on Heart and Soul. They are scared. They are running scared that the power of these media houses, they've surpassed the ZBC. They've gone beyond ZBC. Now it's unstoppable. But the message which I have for this guy, Anonzi Mswere, is simple. Don't threaten media houses, because whatever which they are doing is legal. Their duty, the duty of the media houses, is to share information, is to share what is there in the public domain. Do basa re media house zero. Munhu watichi uda kutaura kuti kudi kuvanhu, media house yovapa mukana. You cannot take us back to the Smith era, where the freedom fighters were not allowed to be on television and on radio. You can't take us back to such periods. And one thing they need to note is whatever which happens, if these comrades want to communicate, let us say they've censored all the media in Zimbabwe, we still have so many people who are in the diaspora who don't care. They will continue to post, and the people in Zimbabwe will continue to watch. And also, what are you going to do with WhatsApp? Because vana Comrade Geza vanogona kungorekodha mavideos avo kana maaudios avo voisa paWhatsApp. How are you going to stop those audios from circulating on WhatsApp? That is something which is very, very important. Magrupu munogona kumaataka vanhu vanongomigrata voishandisa maSouth African numbers, vopinda magroups vachishandisa maforeign numbers vari maadmin. Ike zvinezvi kwaane machannel. Channel hauzive kuti ari muchannel imomo ndiani. Channel is private. It can have 1 million people. 1 million Zimbabweans can join a WhatsApp channel, one WhatsApp channel. Mukaita zvese zvamuri kuita izvi. Vanongo create a WhatsApp channel. Inocreatwa nemunhu ari kana kuUK uko. Yosendwa link in WhatsApp groups across, munhu wese oenda unoifollowa channel iyoyo. Then Geza ouya achiposta video ake ipapo, achiposta maaudio ake ipapo. There is nothing you are going to do to stop it. Because the media sector, in terms of the technology, is advanced. It doesn't work. What works is to fix the problems. Leave the 2030 nonsense and focus on service delivery and the corruption. Make sure that these shops which are closing, they open up. Reduce taxes on the people. Make minerals develop our nation. Gold riri kuenda 95% of our gold riri kungobuda richipepereka richienda richidyiwa nevashoma. Why can't you make that gold build our nation? You can't, because muri kufungidzira kuti mari ndeyenyu. Muri kufungidzira kuti mimi ndimi muneyesi. You want to harness and put everything for yourselves. So we will watch and see if they are going to succeed. Whether you arrest journalists, whether you censor media houses, you will not stop it. Because zviri kutoitika izvi zviri nani, because media houses ane zvimwe zvinhu zvaanosefa. If you allow people to use platforms akaita sema WhatsApp channels, Mapinda Tsekwendi, I'm telling you.